So we're going to do this hybridly. So welcome everyone to the CCAIM seminar. I'm very pleased to be able to welcome Hwee Kuan, who is Deputy Director of the Bioinformatics Institute as part of the A-STAR grouping in Singapore. Is one of the really leading experts in implementation of machine learning methods to a whole aspect of medically important problems. And today is going to be talking to us about AI-driven national platforms suited coronary angiography for clinical and industrial applications. So, Hwee Kuan, over to you. And please post any questions online in the chat. I'll be monitoring those, and obviously in the room, you can just interrupt at any time. Good.
First I'd like to thank Professor Floto for the invitation and hosting and organize the seminar, and also thank everyone here for spending your time for me to share our work with you, and also thank the online people for spending their time. Okay, so for this talk, I would like to I want to segment my talk into some introductory overview about our institute. So I wish to represent our institute as much as my own research work and my own project. So maybe 5 minutes to talk about our institute, 5 minutes, and then I talk about lab work in a general way. And then I'll introduce the Apollo project. All right, so just some overview about the Bioinformatics Institute. If you have any questions about, or you have any interest about what we do in our institute, you can contact me. This is my email. Then I will link you with my colleagues. We have about 20 labs, so just one of the, but I could introduce you to my colleagues so that we can have a further collaboration. So this is a DII Bioinformatics Institute, DII. So this is our executive director, Sebastian. And really we host data, integrate data, analyze data, and we want to create real world impact. That means we work with many clinicians, the whole institute. I myself, my colleagues, we work with many clinicians, and of course biologists as well. But also we focus on clinical application. And here we can see policy change, right? So we work with the Ministry of Health also. So yeah, to have Ministry of Health will have programs to decide, for example, for COVID, what to do. Do they lock down? Do they open up? This kind of things. So 3 pillars of our research excellence: human potential, new biodata analytics, and then epidemic dependence. So these are the 3 pillars, but we have horizontals, like we have a good data hub to store clinical data with good ISO certified infrastructure to store clinical data, and we store lots of clinical data from big clinical cohorts in Singapore. So for human potential, we work on really pretty much the whole lifespan of a human, from prenatal to old age. So we work a lot on this. You can see this is gastro and spatial cohort. This is a big cohort. They have already run for about 13 years. So it's not BRI, it's a national cohort. It's funded by A-STAR, the National Research Foundation. So we analyze data from this cohort. The children which we recruit back then. We are now about 12, 13 years old. So we really follow them. Every quarter we get some data from students. Of course, as you know, there will be missing data, sometimes there come from appointments, so on and so forth. And then we have a precision medicine program, National Precision Medicine Program. And again, this is not BII program, it's a Singapore National Program. We are part of it. Okay? So pretty much taking care of adulthood and older age people. And we have a biodata architecture run by Wing Chong and later. So in the area of epidemic preparedness, we are part of this GIS-8 program. If you are aware of GIS-8 is the world largest testing site for COVID sequences and COVID data. We have already about 15 million sequence entries, 15 million entries from all around the world. And GIS-8 is really an international program. It's not Singapore's program, but it's many countries are involved. We are involved also. So international programs. Then we have this geospatial surveillance and 3D modeling for disease, and then we have this prepare program for epidemic, the reaction to the next epidemic events. Yeah, and here we have NUS class. Ministry is not from BI. Ministry is from the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, and we're working very closely with her to set up what we call MOH Trust Platform. MOH is Ministry of Health, and it's really a data platform, real-world data analytics platform that we work together with the Ministry of Health to set this up. And then this is the National Precision Medicine Program, and we have SG10K, which concluded in 2021. Now we are at phase 2, SG100K, means we are sequencing 100K people and we want to reach 1 million. And in National Precision Medicine Program, we have precision drug discovery. Later, I'll talk a little bit more about this drug discovery area. Yeah, mostly this is Chandra, right? Yeah, I do have this photo, yes. And then we study aging as well. And then these are some of our digital health solutions. These slides I show digital pathology. Okay, so there's me, and this is my colleague Wei Miao and Li Xin. So how we organize our work is that I'm more upstream, so more basic research, AI and basic research. Wei Miao is focused on more intermediate platform. So he has platform for quality check, quality control of slides, and annotation of slides and other things. And Li Xin is more front end, he's more downstream. These things are kind of considered ready used by people. So he has a very nice web interface. You could log in, and then you could look at full slide image, and the loading is very fast, the analysis is very fast with some analysis, and then basically it's a decent interface. It is very fast. You can zoom in, zoom out. It's very useful. So yeah, if you are interested to try it, you could send me an email. I could connect you. You can try. Okay, these other digital health solutions. These all on the cardiac project. Okay, so computer X-ray, ultrasound, and cardiac CT. So the ultrasound project is really we have spin off the company USP.AI. I'm not involved. I'm not involved in the company, but I was involved in the original technology development. Is the company, the seed funding of this company funded by Lisa, and then they ask few labs to develop this AI technology, and then the company came out. Okay, so and cardiac CT, I talk about Apollo later, more. And yeah, so we have many partners, yeah, with industry, hospitals, and really the public sector. Yeah. So okay, this is a slide very short. Still, I just want to give an overview. So if you have any query or any question, of course you can ask now, or you can ask me later, or you can type me to this email. And lastly, I want to say that at A-Star we give 1 to 2 years fully funded PhD attachment scholarships to overseas universities, for example, Cambridge. And if any faculty, any professor here, if you want to send your student to Singapore for, let's say, 1 year, just for scientific exchange, they can come. After that, they come to Cambridge, and then they will be free. So it's only attachment because A-Star is not a university, so we just fund PhD students to have experience in Singapore and go back to their own university. Of course, we benefit also because we form a network, and then people get known support. And of course, the student will also do good research support. Of course, we will benefit, it's a mutual benefits. And we also give internship 3 to 6 months in Singapore for master level and undergrad students. So you could let me know if you are interested in this. Okay, so any question on that? Is it okay? Okay, now the second part of my talk. Okay, so this is my lab, computer vision and pattern discovery laboratory. Okay, this is my lab. And what do? We do a lot of digital pathology work, cardiovascular disease, and we work on protein structures and drug discovery and others. And we have many partners, many hospitals. We partner with many hospitals as well. Just very briefly, another 5 minutes to talk about our work, just give an overview. I'm involved in one of the programs. We call it CSER program. So essentially, it's a Murphy technology where we do spatial omics, spatial transcriptomics to be precise. And it's a big program. And host institute is the Genome Institute of Singapore, our sister research institute, and part of this program. So here we have drug screening, using AI for drug screening and working with Funhouse, with the Chandra's division. Then we are also use reinforcement learning for designing drug, fragment-based drug design. So for traditional drug screening, is the concept of traditional drug screening is you have a huge library and you try one by one all your chemicals, right? But for the fragment-based drug design, we don't have to piece fragments like Lego. You've got Lego pieces. And then the idea is how you piece the Lego pieces together to make a small molecule that can dock to the target pocket. Okay, so we are using reinforcement learning to do this. This is collaborating with, of course, Yao-Sing is also in Chandra's group. And then these are some more upstream basic research, physics-based research work that we're doing. So we're trying to use physics to speed up molecular dynamics. AI to speed up physics molecular dynamics work. So here we work on lattice isomer model. So essentially, our main result is we have a 10 times speed up of the of the magnetic system. On lattice, we use a spin system, okay, magnetic system. Using AI and AI to do the correction for the simulation areas, we can achieve a 10 times speed up. After this, we are working on this off-lattice laminar Jones fluid, which is a lot more difficult because this off-lattice and molecules can really crash onto each other. So we have about 10 times speed up on off-lattice laminar fluid. Our eventual target is to simulate proteins using AI, not using physics, equations of physics, by using AI to simulate proteins. This is a project with the Technical University of Munich. I was in Munich last week. I was visiting them to talk about this project. So really, it's a microfluidics project. Sorry about formatting. Last minute change of slides. So really microfluidic projects where we want to have a point of care. So we draw blood from the patients, and then we process the blood immediately, and then using microfluidics to get images of the blood. Okay. So you can see platelet clustering and site interaction and so on, right? From all these features, we want to do that this at the point of care, right? So this is X-ray guided angiography, where we have essentially a video of the angiography, X-ray video, and we want to look at stenosis here, for example. See here, stenosis, right? So we use AI to analyze the videos. So this one is about some more foundational AI theory that we try to study the robustness. We try to explain the robustness of AI by doing intervention on the neural network. We have neural network with many layers. So we want to do interventions on the neural network. Look at one area, in another area, see what happened. And this is more theoretical. And we found that the main finding is that the adversarial vulnerability of the network mostly comes from the stuff. This is the stuff where you put in the data. This is the prediction at the end. So the first few layers of networks, so-called most powerful, we can discuss how we impact it. Yeah. So we know that when we go and discuss the first few layers, the results can be very low. If we fix the first two layers, we fix this vulnerability. We fix the last few layers, we can't really fix because the data, the prediction is already wrong after it goes to the first few. So this is the main finding. We have also other projects on agriculture technologies as well. Okay, pretty much finish this introduction. Any questions? Now I go through one project, which is what we call Apollo project. Okay. So yeah, so this Apollo project, okay, let me introduce the team. Okay, it's really a big project. I'm part of the project, but it consists of many PIs and many clinicians, many senior consultants as well. So Zhong Yang is the lead PI in this whole project. And Zhong Yang is from the National Heart Center. So the National Heart Center is a whole institute for this whole project. And ASA is involved. Bioinformatics Institute for Infocom Research and Institute of High Performance Computing. Yeah, so Wei-Ming, myself, and Sui are the ASA people. And yeah, So really, this is a big project. So it covers the 3 largest cardiac centers in Singapore using 6 scanners. They scan more than 6,000 scans per year in combination. And yeah. So I think this is the heart and lung research institute. I don't have to emphasize on how important is CAD, cardiovascular disease. It's #1 killer worldwide, and of course it's also serious problem in Singapore. I think in UK it also gets lots of attention. So CT coronary angiography is the first line of investigation, and there is recommended guidelines in many countries in the world. And then this slide just basically showing the market size growth. And this is the key slides for Apollo. So we have AI platform, we have life-saving apps, and then we have big data. A combination of 3, of course. The other combination is, of course, we have the people. We have the clinicians who support us very much. And then we have the AI people who have been working on this biomedical field for a long time. So really, our AI people really understand how to work in the biomedical field. So then we have big data. We have PDA personalized data protection. Okay, so it's a law in Singapore, so PDPA compliant digital warehouse. Okay, so this is important. So we have 5,000. We are recording 5,000 patients, and then of course we're building AI platform, and our apps include calcium scoring, EAT. EAT is adipose tissue, cardiac adipose tissue, and we have AI to trace out the coronary artery, look at the stenosis, and classify the blood. Every kind of blood or calcified blood. Okay. So here I want to talk about patient recruitment. Our target is 5,000. So currently we have run this project for 1.5 years, slightly more than 1.5 years. And we already have 4,500 which 95%, 91% of the target. So this is the timeline of recruitment, and from 3 different hospitals. Really, yeah, these are the data we collect, but really, until now, we annotated about 500, order of hundreds of data. Yeah. And the annotation really, the value of annotation, we want to say that the value proposition of our projects, one of the value propositions is really the annotations. We have Logan, Leonard, and Mission from 3 hospitals. They are really supervising annotation. We have a big team of annotators, and then they are supervising the annotations very closely. And for some of these cases, we have 4 different annotations for each part. So, because in the biomedical field, maybe as you know, there's no ground truth, right? There's only labor, right? Human annotate, right? You can't really talk about ground truth. Ground truth is what happened to the exams. Right? So for some of these cases, we have 4 annotators, 4 annotations, and we compare the availability in 2 of doctors and studies. So yeah. Yeah, so you can see number of annotation 1,000 and 700 non-contrast CT. We do non-contrast and contrast CT scans. And this one of the AI calcium scoring. the standard international calcium scoring is really the adjunct score. But of course, there are issues with adjunct score. It has been used for many years, and then I think it's I've been talking with the cardiologists. We have discussed a lot. There are many issues with adjunct score. Okay, so we use the AI to do calcium scoring, and really for this calcium scoring, we are using non-contrast CT. Non-contrast CT is good in a way that you don't need to inject contrast agent, which is a little bit inconvenient, plus the cost. Non-contrast CT is just too weighted with the CT, right? Yeah, this is our performance. Basically, this expert reader versus AI and patient. So this is a condition matrix. So it's pretty good. These are all on our test case. Okay, it's very good. Our data and training and testing. This is our test case. So this is how we do it. Not much of a rocket science. So in this project, we don't develop new AI technology. We use good AI. It's not much of a rocket science. We just use convolutional network to do to classify the calcium. So let's say this white spot. This white spot is really a calcium. You see, in a non-contrast CT, when you scan it, calcium come out as white. Okay, of course, as well as the bone, the rib cage, and the spinal, they all come out as white. You have to distinguish which are the artery calcium, not artery. Okay, the calcium come out as white. When it comes out as white, you ask the question which artery is this white spot. FCS, IAD, LM, there are four main major arteries. Okay, and then we use convolutional neural network to classify which artery is white spot come from, or is it non-type, or is it just a rib cage? Yeah, if it's rib cage, the bone, then okay, never mind, no problem, right? So we have to do this carefully. So the next AI app is really the epicardial adipose tissue, where we will look at the EAT, epicardial adipose tissue, EAT. We want to look at the EAT. We want to look at their volume. Okay, so a big EAT volume actually is no good for the heart. Okay, we want small volume. We don't want the heart to be too fat. Okay, so the fat of the heart is correlated to heart disease. Okay, so we can see labor prediction. This is just one example, and then we can see our error. We can see the EAT volume error is about 7%. Okay, average error 7%. Okay, average die score is a significant score, is about 9%. Okay, it is quite good. But really, I insist that the person working on this, I insist for him to tell us the worst case. Worst case is very important. Okay, we can do segmentation well most of the time, but we really want to look at worst case. Okay, we want to reduce the worst case. Worst case, okay, 23% is not so good. Okay. There are 50 tests up here. Okay, so it's actually not so good. We have this challenge. We have to reduce our worst case scenario. Okay. Maybe some people will say this is stringent and so on, but if the worst case is good, then the worst case has to be somehow acceptable, maybe below 15%. Okay, this is the AI technology that we use. We use 3D unit plus. Okay, it's not anything that we invent, but the top itself. Very good segmentation method. Okay. And here we use AI to trace out the artery, center line in human. Okay. Once we can trace out the artery, we can kind of in the software statement then using some geometry method that trace the line. Once you can trace a curve, you can reparameterize this curve to a straight line with some mathematics. Okay. So for this part, okay, for this one, EAT and calcium score. Calcium score, we use non-contrastive. Okay, and non-contrastivity of course is good. For this part, we have to use contrastivity because non-contrastivity will see nothing. Okay, but this is also very important. Contrastivity is also very important. More invasive, but very important. Okay, so after we trace out the center line, of course, our performance is quite good. Okay. Here, 94%, 95%, 96% error of this accuracy between 1 and n error. Okay, performance is good. And after we trace out, we have to go and study the stenosis. Okay, we trace it out. We know where is the artery, and then we can look at this artery, straighten artery, and we can do classification which part of this artery has stenosis. Okay, so this is ground truth. You can see green, non-significant stenosis, red is significant stenosis, right? So this is a ground truth, human label, right? And then this is a prediction. We use two sphere because it just different threshold. We just this sphere project in progress. We don't decide which sphere to use. Anyway, we try different things. Okay, you can see how things fit. So yeah, there are some false positive here and false negative here, but overall accuracy is 93%. And yeah, here after the stenosis, we can classify the plaque. Okay, is it calcified or non-calcified plaque? Do classifications. And here we use essentially we use transformer technology. We use ChatGPT, it's based on transformer, so we use also the same type of. And all in all, of course, we can do lots of AI, but eventually, when we talk to our doctors and cardiologists, what they're interested in is also very useful for them, right? So we talk to our doctors a lot, and we make graphical user interface for this kind of analysis, and then we show them this UI, and then the feedback, and then this is really alpha release. We're going to have data release get this. Okay, so by end of this year, we should have this web-based software for use. And of course, we are happy to have user testing and people to try out free and give us feedback. Okay, so with all those AI analysis, with the analysis, we can reduce all these images into some numbers, right? Some numbers, and we can automatically generate a report. Okay, using AI to generate a report. Okay, report is actually quite simple, not so much AI. Okay, the format is standard. The format is standard. Which box we check is due to our AI analysis, right? From the AI analysis, we know which box. Okay, so this is a nice report that National Heart Center is using. So it's a standard report. Okay, so pretty much this is the technology, but I just want to talk about a little bit of general things about Apollo. So you can have traditional workflow versus AI workflow, right? Okay, so traditional workflow, the key thing take home is 1 to 2 hours, multiple steps. AI workflow, 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. with the doctor's time to finish this whole thing. Okay, our AI would run right now about 5 minutes, and then doctor have to check, right? 5 minutes not doctor's time. Okay, when we scan, it already run. When doctor go to office, he just load. Okay, that will take 2 seconds. Okay, and the doctor have to check, right, the AI results, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. So we are looking for collaboration, of course, with healthcare institution, of course, in Singapore and worldwide, in Cambridge. Yeah, we are very open for collaboration and open to talk to pharmaceutical and medical imaging AI companies as well. So here, these are some of the companies we talk to, and we have signed some contract with some of these companies. Not all of them. But, yeah. Some media release, this is Singapore, US News, Chinese newspaper, English newspaper. And key takeaway is our data is really a mixed Asian CV. So yeah, the data itself, the cohort itself is multi-ethnic, because in Singapore at this advantage, right? And we have 5,000 patients and properly curated and annotated. So yeah, annotate and QC by experts. Okay? And reduce workflow from 1 or 2 hours to 10 minutes. That we have applications. So yeah, I don't know why I put it here as it should be life-saving text. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, these are key takeaways, right? Okay, now I want to show a short video, one less than 2 minutes video on Apollo.
Welcome to Apollo Platform. The platform integrates AI toolkits into the current clinical workflow to benefit patients and make a real impact. This platform allows automated anonymization, reporting, calcium scoring, coronary stenosis, and plaque characterization. It also provides a one-stop platform spanning from diagnosis, management to prognosis, and aiding predictive therapy response to pharmaceutical treatments. The Apollo platform creates a tremendous impact on 3 levels. Firstly, the Apollo platform shortens the processing time for image analysis and diagnosis. This also allows accurate assessment of plaque burden in coronary artery disease. This will undoubtedly be attractive to pharma, medtech, and SME research and development investment in Singapore. Secondly, Apollo provides objective and consistent clinical trial endpoint measurements at a cheaper cost. This will increase the probability of success and reduce timelines in drug discovery and development. Thirdly, the Apollo platform provides a rich resource for SMEs to build their AI technologies for CT. All these will strengthen Singapore's position in healthcare across the region. Thank you very much. At Apollo, we're committed to delivering tomorrow's AI solution of CT for coronary artery disease today.
Okay, thanks. So finishing, then we look at the questions in the.
I've got thank you very much.
Welcome to Apollo Platform. The platform integrates AI
Okay, sorry,
toolkits
somehow
into the
I-
current clinical
Sorry.
workflow to benefit
Next. Okay. Okay, acknowledgement. Okay. Thanks.
Great, brilliant. Any questions?
I'm sorry, Dr. Kuan, before you answer, could you maybe repeat the question for the online audience, because we cannot hear the audience.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the question is that this system is used for reporting, and then could this system be used to predict cardiovascular events, heart attack, for example? Okay. More or less.
Have you done that?
No, we are focusing on making the platform, making the reporting. We are 1.5 years into the project, and for the original proposal, we have proposed for that. So we really want to get the platform correct. I think that's the number one priority. And of course, we have other projects which we want to predict myocardial infarction. The other project we only use persons for a non-CT scans, but I know there are many ways to do prediction. For this project, we have not focused.
Can I ask, your performance metrics, your accuracy is 90%, but it seems to me that what you should be comparing is the accuracy of the current reporting system against the AI-supported performance. Have you compared those two in your retrospective study? Can you estimate what the expected benefits in terms of final prediction will be, or what?
Yeah. So the current system, I think in the clinic that the routine, really there's only one reader, right? The reader reads and the report. Okay. So when there's one reader, we cannot really understand how accurate. We just say, okay, this guy has 10 years of experience, he's well trained and so on, right? So I think the way we do this is we have some of the cases, and some of the cases we already have four readings. And we look at the variability of these four readings. And then we see, then we have a distribution. And we look at where the AI stands.
Yeah.
You see within the distribution.
No, but that's wrong, isn't it? So you should look at data that you have an outcome for, and then simulate what would happen with a single reader versus an AI prediction plus a 5-minute look, and then see whether there's a difference in outcome.
But outcome as in the...
Well, I'm not a cardiologist, but it seems to me an adverse reaction, that you an adverse outcome that you weren't expecting.
But really, the adverse reaction can be due to, you do calcium score, and you say, okay, calcium score, this guy is okay, but the person died of heart attack in 6 months later.
Right.
But you see, because of the calcium score, you see, is the causality is not there.
No, I agree with you. The problem is your ground truth is basically experts.
Yeah. And we don't know if how good is the expert and
you
so
have
on.
An opportunity to discover some new stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe I repeat the question. The question is that this prediction of, for example, the adverse event based on age and genetics. I think it is, but we have not used that for this project because we only looked at the CT scan. Okay, we have not looked at the patient data. There will be another project. So this project is focused on contrast, non-contrast CT. We did a platform to read that. So the key problem that we want to solve is really reduce the time. 20x reduction. If you have the consultant doing this reading and then spend 1 to 2 hours, we want to reduce that time.
I can ask another question, maybe
Yes.
to both you and Martin. Would this be directly transferable to a different ethnic group, such as the UK? Are there different relationships between classification and facts and outcome depending on ethnic background? Is that known?
So most of the things that mentioned for the
So, okay, maybe I repeat the question because it's far away. So the question is that, are we using AI to find new biomarkers in the CT scan? For this project, no. This project is really, we want to focus on solving one key issue, a very practical issue. Yeah. So the question is our approach very different from existing work? Of course, we do literature search. I think the AI is as I mentioned, is not really rocket science. We look at the literature, we look at which algorithm works. There's a lot of engineering work on this project. Is of course we cannot read from. We can get some things from the literature, but the actual day-to-day engineering work, we can't really read a paper and know how to do that. So there's a lot of engineering work and how to organize data, how from the cardiologist point of view, what is useful, and how to design this whole thing. So I think this is the value proposition of this project. And of course, AI must work. Yeah. But our value proposition is not to invent completely new AI, novel AI to do something. If we need to, yes. Until now, we still do not need to because there's so many AI tools there that we can use. Yeah. The annotation, right? So, okay, annotation takes a long time. You have to, because CD have many sizes. Then, actually, I think some of you may be familiar. We use MEMIS, or not I use the National Heart Center colleague. We use MEMIS. So you can do the 3D reconstruction with the CT, and then you have to junior it. They have to go to each slice, axial slice, and draw the lumen. Right? It is very tedious. It is yeah, but you see, this step is used to train the AI, right? So once the AI is good enough, maybe we have this kind of thoughts, but it's a little bit tricky. Yeah. Or you can do semi-supervised, weekly supervised. But right now, we want to get the base, which is still human annotation, and the cardiologists have to get. So we hire a team of annotators, we train them. The doctors train them, doctors and so on. Okay? And then they will check the annotation. Yeah, it takes a long time.
How do you feel about
Of the doctors. How do we validate if the doctors are or see the AI prediction, right? With this where is the okay. So the question is, how do we make sure that the doctors see the prediction and see what they want to see, right? So, okay, this is AI human interface. We're not expert in this, but we really have to let the doctor try out our GUI. Actually, we have asked them. During the design phase, before we do a coding, we will ask them. What we do is we do a mock screen. You know. When we do GUI, you don't code the real GUI. You use PowerPoint. There's some software to put the screenshot to ask the doctor to discuss. Okay, I put a button here. I put a button there. I do this. I do that. I explain them. So this is really a kind of design. The whole software design, we really need to involve them. And many iterations And then eventually we have this alpha version, they try it out, they critique, okay, this is no good, that's too slow. So I want to see this, but the software don't allow us to see this, and then we have to improve. These are iterative.
But I think the doctor gets both the report and access
Yes,
to the
yes,
so-
yes, doctors can interact with the software. Not just report, it could be wrong, no? I mean, they have access to the images and they can check them.
What would be really useful is if you could do away with the non-context. That happens when I guess in the data set, and do that with segment contact.
Yeah. So the comment is that we can do away with the non-contrastivity. But it's really a matter of cost. Non-contrastivity is much faster. Economically, it's much friendlier to the patient and the throughput is higher. So non-contrastivity is actually important in a sense, but the contrast is more.
But if you're doing the whole, if you want all of the information, that's the case.
Yeah. Okay, good. I understand. So instead of doing 2 scans, we could do 1 scan. Yeah. So our platform does not require patient to go through both scans. Okay. If the patient go through the non-contrastivity, we just do the calcium and PAP. Okay. It does not. The platform is there. You don't have to use all the modules. Yeah.
It's like we're done. So thank you very much for a
Thank you.
great talk. That's very interesting.